like a tomate. Okay, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Rims in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they brilling. Brace in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
Home team. What's happening, home team? This your boy Blakberry Lorex coming to let you know about the summer giveaway that we're having with the home team with Blakberry. That's Blakberry, no C, just the K. If you want to be a part of this giveaway, have a chance to win some free stuff, you got to go to Instagram and subscribe to Blakberry Lorex on Instagram and enter the raffle for your chance to win.
Star slip bought this out. Watch a tone Mercedes Benz lit. This the Falcons strong. UJ Kings back to back like a boss 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATL made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports to get torn apart. Home team.
Home team. Yeah.
Fans got that chop to the chip with a flex. Hawks in the cut, ice cold like a tag. A-Town legend, I debate with the best. Come weak with the text, get late to rest. Home team.
Yes, sir.
Home team.
It's Fan Speak Tuesdays. And you know what that means. We drop the motherfucking link on Fan Speak.
Home team.
Oh yeah. Let's get it.
Don't speak about the cell, what you tone. Mercedes Benz lit, this the Falcons throne. You gay games, bet the bad like a boss. Sub on, try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting boss like a Grady blitz. Every fast straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATM made me, this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports, so you're torn apart. Whole team.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Fan Speak Tuesdays. Well, we like to do something around here called dropping the motherfucking link. Who ready for that link to get dropped? Who ready for it right now?
Who ready for that link right now? They don't need no time to warm up. They don't need no time to warm up. They ready right now. Who in the chat? Let's see who done came through so far. We got Larry in the building. What's up with you, Larry? He stay home team. What it do? It's just Larry, and that is all. We got John Tay Rose, yeah, in the building. What's going on with you, John Tay Rose? Yeah, A 130 film false in the building. What's going on with your A137 song? You know I prefer that 57, but I digress. What's going on with your A137 song? We got Bernard Cantrell in the building. What's going on with your Bernard Cantrell? We got Prince Kell 89. He say no C, just the K. Don't you forget it. You better remember it. Home team with the red and black. What's going on with you, my guy? What's going on with you? What's up with your Prince Kill 89? Who else we got in the house? Larry say drop the link. Larry say, Larry say he don't need no time to warm up. Drop that motherfucking link. I'm finna drop it. We got Thomas T-Bone in the house. He say rise up with the dogs on the logo. What's up with you, Thomas T-Bone? Appreciate you for coming through. We got Georgia Texas boy in the house. He say what's happening? Blakberry and AFN Falcon family. The new era is here. Two, I fucked it up. The new era is here. The Atlanta Falcons will rise in 2025. Yeah. All right. I heard somebody ready for the link. They don't need no time to warm up. They don't got to go practice in the mirror. Nothing. They ready for that link. So I tell you what, I'm gonna drop the link for you. Here it is. Ready? They say they want this check. Hey, Joe, I'm trying to sing a great joke, and I can't talk. I'm too excited to talk about these Falcons with these Falcon fans. We had training camp for week one. We camp last week. We training camp. We took got headlines and hot topics going around the sports world. We got political figures doing crazy shit. We got all kinds of shit going on. We should talk about anything and everything on Fan Speak Tuesday. The link is in. Hold on, wait a minute. Maybe the link not in the chat. Maybe it's not in the chat. Oh, we're gonna try it again. Got bad connection. That's what StreamYard is telling me. Got a bad connection. Try to say it like Charlie Murphy. You got a bad connection. You need to get a better connection. We got Southside 12 in the building. He say, yeet. What's up with you, Southside 12? Four letters, one word. You know what to do. All right, link in the chat, man. Y'all tap that link, man. Come talk your cab money. Come talk that cab money shit with me, man. We had a training camp. We had training camp. We had fans go to the training camp. They say they gave out over 15,000 tickets. Say it's the most they done ever seen for a training camp. Fans, whatever they call it, fans showing up to see training camp and practice and shit. You say it's the most they ever seen ever. 15,000 tickets given out, and we had the Atlanta Falcon Nation Red and Black meet and greet over the weekend too. Man, if you missed it, I hate that for you, but I hope you didn't miss it. We got Larry in the building. What's up with you, Larry? Yo, Larry.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
What's up
Okay.
with you?
What going on with you, my boy? What going on? Everything good?
Hey man, everything comes steady. Got here on the block. You know how I get down.
So how you feeling about training camp?
Oh shit. Larry come in asking me questions. I like it. Well, this is my this is my legitimate feelings about training camp so far. I don't care about none of that shit that occurred. None of it. Don't mean it don't mean diddly shit. Don't mean nothing. Motherfuckers getting excited about motherfuckers being able to come. Motherfuckers getting excited about motherfuckers being able to catch. Motherfuckers getting excited about motherfuckers knowing how to hold each other up without tackling and hitting each other in full speed. Hey, bro, don't none of that shit make me. None of that shit make me up. None of it. Only thing, the only thing that I take away training camp right now, only thing I'm gonna take away from it is these guys going out there and showing attitude, showing, huh? Yeah, okay. The only thing, the only thing, uh, I'm getting out of this training camp right now, okay, is that these guys going out there, they playing hard. They're not playing hard, but they practicing hard. They look like they in good condition. They got great conditioning, and that's what I'm taking from it right now. And that is all. That is it. What about you, Larry?
If I'm gonna be real, man, I'm ready to see them get it on pad, man. Ain't gonna lie to you. Like t-shirts is cool and all, you
Same.
know. It shows you that they have been working on getting in shape for real, and that new nutrition team and training program is really working. But nah, I gotta see some real action. I gotta see real action. Yeah, it's cool. James Pierre got into a scuffle with Bergeron and News the 2 times, you know. But hey, man, when them pads come on, we gonna see if everybody can line up and really show something.
Yeah, if down here beeping in the background, it gonna fade away in just a minute. That's my air pressure building up. But when it comes to the scuffles, I like to see the attitude. I like to see that. I like to see the hunger. I like to see the tenacity. I like to see it, the toughness. But it's being analyzed the wrong way. Did you know
Yeah.
that, Larry? Did you know that content creators been analyzing it the wrong way?
Well, explain that.
All right, so I watched I watched the footage on these scuffles, right? Most of the fan base has been saying, hold on, y'all, let me get this bug out y'all. I don't know how loud, I don't know how the bug it was. But most of the analysis I've seen on these scuffles has been, man, I love the toughness I'm seeing I love that toughness out of James Pierce Jr. And he ain't gonna back down for nobody.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We got us one.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep that 100. We got us one with him.
It,
I see he gonna really be like the real
he,
enforcer that ain't gonna come to play no game.
no doubt he's tough. No doubt. He's a tough summer gun. No doubt. But these scuffles were not initialized by James Pierce Jr. They were initialized by the offensive linemen that were
Yeah.
involved in the scuffles.
And let me say this, not to cut y'all.
And go ahead, go ahead.
I heard Jordan Davis saying that the reason why the scuffles happened was because James Pitt was getting the best of the O line doing the little one-on-one little segments.
So, the link, scroll up in the chat, Tizz boy. Scroll up in the chat. Link in the chat. I got a pin. Hold on, let me go pin it. Let me go pin it before I say this. Give me somebody to give me some details on something in training camp first week. Outside of Daniel Jr.
Say that again, you breaking up.
Give me some details on somebody other than James Pierce Jr. that you kind of impressed with so far in training camp.
I ain't gonna lie, I got to say quarterback. And the reason why I got to say quarterback first, because of the preparation you can see he done put in with the receivers and the offense and just trying to gel and bond to see like he putting a foot down to like say like, and he's showing like, nah, I want our offense to really be like aggressive, good offense. Also, I'm gonna say Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts look like he done got that little twitch back, the way he got that little speed back on, and the way he got that quick more little agility now. Defensive side, I'm gonna say Billy Bowman. They've been having him run with the ones and twos a lot. I ain't gonna lie, man. He looking good. And Xavier Watts as well. Everybody looking good out there, to be honest.
What you saying from Zay? What you saying from Zay that kind of stand out above the rest of the
the way he was able to track that rock when Michael Penix threw a deep ball. I don't know who it was to. I can't think who it was to. But he was coming from the other side of the field and going into the deep thirds. And the way he was able to flip his hips and then turn around and track it and able to angle himself to be able to make a play, I ain't gonna lie, man. He looking good. If he get the starting role, Jesse Bates will be able to be Jesse Bates again. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there about old Zay. But
I'm gonna
this
say
this this my
this dude too though, man. That we got to look out for home team that he came around last year. Number 92, Khalid Kareem. Yeah, Southside. Yeah, Khalid Kareem. I ain't gonna lie, they've been having him running with the ones a lot in the twos, and he been showing himself out there. Also, Root. I'm gonna be real. I ain't seen too much with Brandon Douglas. I ain't seen too much on.
I mean, I want to ask everybody a serious question. I want to ask everybody a serious question. If Khalid Kareem is getting reps with the first and second team, what do you think that means for Khalid? What do you think that means for Khalid Kareem? What do you think that means?
He finna get some PT.
Okay, is it possible that it could mean that they trying to get him reps early and plentiful so he can showcase his abilities to other teams
Okay,
throughout
okay.
this preseason?
I can go for that too. I can go for that too.
Yeah.
I can go for that too.
Same thing with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, they've been talking about him a lot. They've been
And
talking.
the
They've
same
been
thing
talking
when
about
they
him a lot.
throwing books. Yeah.
I think they really like Natron Brooks though.
Yeah, I think they like nature and Brooks too, but they know he ain't gonna make this team unless he feels some kind of extra gene created in his DNA and he flip a switch and just turn into a damn superhero. He ain't gonna make this. They know he ain't gonna make this team, but they want him to showcase his skills and his abilities in plentiful and early. And this is what I just from what I've seen over the years throughout with all these teams. This is what they do. Even the Falcons. When you know you got a stacked lineup, the guys who you pretty much know probably not gonna make this team, you get them reps early and plentiful in the training camp and in preseason. Because Raheem even said this when he first came to Atlanta. You're going to if you're not gonna make this team, we're gonna make sure you make a team somewhere. Okay, so they did the same thing in high school and college. From I've experienced it. I've seen like guys that you know not gonna get playing time or they not even gonna make the roster. They'll put them in with the first units or the second units in training camp. So it's giving them the opportunity to prove their to prove or to earn their worth with a team to make the roster, but it's also giving them an opportunity to say, if you're not gonna make the roster, at least you're gonna be able to showcase that you're able to provide something to somebody team somewhere. And when we put you out there on waivers, if somebody grab you, you'll go play. You know, you'll better make your way up to somebody else team or roster or somebody else. You know, to go make somebody else team, but they still gonna have to work out and all that. But you've been a showcase enough to at least get that. And if you clear waivers, we'll put you on the practice squad, and you'll get that practice squad check if don't nobody come give you a contract. So I think that's what the Lamar Jacksons, the Nathan Brooks, the Khalid Kareems, the Joshua Simons, the etc. The guys who you pretty much go down the list and you ask yourself, well, who the odd man out in these position groups?
So you don't think
Those
you don't think Joshua Simon gonna make the team?
I don't think he's gonna make.
And I ask you that because it's a content creator that just really believe he gonna take Kyle Pitts' position like so badly. Like I mean, this dude say this so much, bro. To where I be like, dude, I understand you feel like Kyle Pitts just ain't gonna work out here, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. But Joshua Simon ain't taking no Kyle Pitts position, bro. First of all, he ain't
Yeah,
really
that's
got the height
that's
like Kyle Pitts.
foolishness.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's no way possible.
Yeah, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. As the English would say, that's rubbish. Um, now don't get me wrong. Joshua Simon has potential, but from what I heard, he had some drop passes. He had some drop passes in last week. That's not a good sign.
Right.
Um, I know it's something. I know it happens. I know
The
it
other
happens.
dude,
Guys drop balls.
the other dude doing better than him. Quentin Tarantino right now.
TQ.
Yeah,
Well,
TQ.
don't if you remember, Larry, I told everybody. I said this TQ guy, don't overlook him. Don't overlook him. There's a reason why they went and got that boy early in the offseason. It's a reason. He an inch shorter than he 1 inch shorter than Kyle Pitts. He's not as fast as Kyle Pitts, but he's a better route runner than Kyle Pitts.
Uh-huh.
This dude can give you what Kyle Pitts is giving you, in my opinion, potentially right now. He can give you what he's already giving you. But if Kyle, like I said, Kyle Pitts taking that next step forward, then we don't have no choice but to keep him. But if Kyle Pitts is going to be about what he has been, or a little bit better, I think he could trade me. That's just me. And I do see guys like TQ being able to step in and provide some on the offensive end, and guys like Warner being able to provide some in the blocking scheme and a little bit on the offensive end. So
Yeah.
I don't think we lose a lot. Like I'm not like everybody else that think that, oh man, we lose. Why would we give up Kyle Pitts and give up all that firepower? First of all, the some bitch got to prove that he is worth the damn firepower that y'all saying he got.
Huh?
That's one. I can give a damn about him looking explosive without pads and without everybody trying to bust his goddamn shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. This shit we just went through last week, motherfuckers getting all excited, which is fine. I'm excited too. I like what I seen out of Billy Bowman. I like what I seen out of Kyle Pitts. Like what I seen out of James Pitt Jr. and them guys with their conditioning. I love the conditioning I'm seeing out of the whole group. Everybody looks like they're in phenomenal shape. I love it. But like Larry said earlier, until they put them pads on,
Which
and
is
in
today.
time they, which is today, and in time they nut up and shut up. See now
Niggas.
we're going to get a feel for who really about it.
Uh-huh.
Now we're gonna get that feeling for who really about it. Because the guards, Lindstrom, the Bergeron, and them guys, they already done, and News, they already done sent the message to the young boys. Look, we not finna give you nothing. You gonna have to earn this shit. We ain't gonna give you nothing. So now with them pads on, when they pull it and it's time to go block somebody out their cleats, JPJ and Jalen Walker, you got to be introduced into the NFL. You
Yeah.
got to be able to reciprocate it and get it back. What's up, King Treyway? That ain't Big Will, that Larry. That's just Larry. That is it. That is all, nothing else. Just Larry. Hey man, y'all tap that link. Let me pin that link in the chat. Hold on. All right, link pinned in the chat, man. Y'all tap that link. Y'all come on with it.
But I'm gonna say this too now. D Alpha. Hey man, I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. But we
But you
gotta
don't
see
know.
we gotta see when these fans come on. Because for some reason they start putting Billy Mobley in with the ones and twos and start putting him more in with just the twos and threes for some reason. After the light start going towards the end.
Yo, man, it's gonna be a lot of interchangeable parts between 1, 2, and 3 group. Because the coordinators are trying to get a feel for chemistry. They're trying to get a feel for who can rise to the occasion, who can take advantage of the opportunity and be consistent, and who's going to react in a certain way. What's going to be your reaction to me putting you with the third unit? If I've
Right.
been having you on the first unit all day, what's going to be? How you going to react to that? How you going to respond? Are you going to turn? You going to turn the game up a little bit, or you going to play about the same, or you going to digress? See, everything, the coaching strategy right now in training camp is to weed out the weak, weed out the weakest link. Because the weakest link might not even be weak, but just weed out the weakest links. Who got mental toughness and physical toughness, and who's capable of elevating their game when dealt a little bit of adversity.
Right.
So when the obstacles present themselves, like being taken off the first unit and put on the third unit, being put, being being took out of being taken off the field and not going back out on the field for 3, 4 plays, like things like that. When we throw the obstacles out there, when we throw the adversity out there, when we've been showing you one look all day in this coverage game, and we throw an extra man in your direction, how are you going to respond? How are you going to adjust? Because when that ball snapped, the coaching is gone. I know that. When the ball snapped, the coaching goes out the window. There's no more coaching to be done after that ball snap. It's all on the players. How will you adjust? How will you respond? That's what they're doing right now in training camp. And I guess this stupid motherfucker didn't see me driving. I guess I'm just driving a big 18 wheel for no goddamn. I guess I'm invisible, motherfucker. The hell?
But nah, you right about that
But
though.
hey,
Because
man,
they have been switching them out a lot though.
yeah, it's training camp 101, man. It's training camp 101. That's what these coaches do. And when they said everybody position is open, like every position is open, I believe them when they say it. I believe them when they say it. But my unpopular opinion has been in the safety group and how I feel like Jordan Fuller is going to get the start in week 1 over Xavier White. But nobody's asked me why. They just keep telling me, no, Blakberry, you're wrong. Xavier White is
I
the
ain't gonna
best
lie, why you
basis
feel
like
like that? I wanna
Fred.
know why you feel like that though. I wanna know why you feel like that though.
It was moves made, okay?
Hey, it ain't no link in that phone, Blackberry. Joey Taylor say he don't see no link.
I got it pinned in there. It's pinned in there. Yeah? John Taylor, you see it? How y'all see it? You need to put that damn shit down. Put that shit down. Whatever you've been doing, put it down. Put it down. See, look. He sounds like saying, why did you start you want to watch? Okay. I, I said early on in our season, I said it's a reason why they brought back D. It's a reason why they went and got Jordan Fuller.
Uh-huh.
But if they know they're gonna have a young defense that's gonna play a lot of minutes, but you still need experience to show these guys you may have your talent got you here, but preparation is what's gonna keep you here. And these veteran guys, they better know how to prepare for what Jeff Ulbrich and Raheem Morris are going to want to have out there on that field. They know better how to give them what they're looking for. And it's going to give them the advantage. It's going to give them the advantage. And week one, that'll be the reason why Jordan Fuller starts. So that Xavier Watts can see, okay, this is what it looked like on game day for us with you at free safety or you at strong safety. This is what it looks like for us. I think my GPS told me to go. You take the highway. I ain't taking no damn highway. I ain't taking no highway. No, damn, but I probably should though. Shit. Anyway, I'm all over the place. But that's why in a nutshell. That's why I think Jordan Fuller gonna start week one. Is because I still think of a different way he the best strategy is for these experienced guys to be the example for these young guys out the gate. And then at some point, eventually, Xavier Watts to get started. Like Jordan Fuller know he ain't no starter for real no more in the NFL. He knows that. And I think the whole deal with him coming in was him knowing that he got to mentor some young future star safeties in the league.
True that. True that. True that.
Hey man, y'all talk that link, man. The link is in the chat. But let me get some more of your input on something. Hey, can you hear me good? Is there a lot of background noise?
It is a lot of background noise, but I can hear you.
I gotta add these windows down. Alright, but let me get your input on this. So you said you like what you seen out of Falcons. Let me ask you this: has there been any changes? Because I didn't get to attend any of the practices. Do you see what significant changes do you see about Pitts that gives you a little bit more confidence in what he'll bring to the table?
The sharpness when he running that route and the quickness, the twitch in it.
I'm gonna pull over while I do so. Pull over. I'm pull over. Hey, bro, just turn your damn turbo down. Hey, man, this an old truck, bro. This truck old as hell. The turbo on it is loud as hell. But I'm gonna pull over, though. I'm gonna pull over and do this. Pull over and do this. I'm gonna pull over right now. 'Cause I know this shit loud. And I don't have my truck headset either. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Okay, okay, okay. We back. We back.
All right, we good. The link is in the chat, man. If you can't see the link, let me know if you can't see the link. I'll put another one in there. But it should be posted at the top of the page. Can you hear me now, Slittle? Can you hear me now? What's up with you, Millie Mills? What's up, Slittle? Can you hear me now?
But yeah, though, he seemed like he done got more quicker with his routes. He done detail and everything. But you gotta really see what pads on how he really running. You know what I'm saying? T-shirt and shorts ain't about nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing his his takeoff is a lot more explosive. I'm hearing his route running looks better. I'm hearing all these things. I haven't seen it myself. Um, and like I said, all that sounds real good when when ain't no when it's not full speed as far as like everything in its entirety, and everything's very vanilla. Everything, the timing on everything is gonna be very robotic. So it is what it is. I'm glad people are excited, but I think people are a little too excited. I think people done got overly excited about basically passing drills and coverage drills being ran. And people just get so excited about some damn drills that I mean, I get that some of us have went so much of the offseason being so damn critical and being so defensive of their points that they like to make. I get that you've done so much of that you finally got an ounce of football to be excited about, and you like what you see, and you just overreact. You just overreacting to shit. What's up with your sweater? Yeah, I'm in the mills. Excited about 7 on 7, basically. We getting all excited about damn flag by two hand touch. That's what we getting excited about.
What's up, man? Barry, can you hear me?
Yo, man, I got you, man. What's up with you, man?
Not much. If people who don't know me know that I've been repping Atlanta teams since 1980 on YouTube since 2009, and I got a big mouth. But we also know, Barry, that I don't really come on to panels, really, because you know how I feel about everything, just like you do for the most part. So, but I did want to come on because I saw you were popping on, and I'm under the weather today, so I'm just taking a little sick day. I don't speak for anybody else. If anybody watches my videos, I never speak for anybody else. I speak for myself. I want to win rings. Atlanta, and if I may say, Barry, if I can't, just stop me. When it comes to the Hawks, the Falcons, and the Braves, all we want is championships here, right? That's all we want is rings. And I don't know how many training camps and preseasons and all this shit that we got to go through every year to try to get hyped up for this team, only the team and organization to constantly let us down. I mean, we have some of the worst highlights. And if you check the history books, it's basically Atlanta Falcons getting smacked around in embarrassing ways, and coaches and players and historical meltdowns and all that, you know, when it comes to training camp, and I've already been to training camp in the past. I've been to Friday Night Lights. I've been to training camp. I've been to preseason games. I don't care about what players do when they're in T-shirts and shorts and no pads, because it's how it is, Barry. Again, just speaking for myself, I don't get excited about seeing something when there's no pads, no helmets, when the organization have a history of getting our hopes up and blowing it, hiring the dumbest coaches and all this shit. I mean, training camp is just what it is. It's just to get everybody ready for the football season. If you do great in training camp, it doesn't mean you're going to do great during the season. If you do bad during camp, it doesn't mean you're going to do bad during the season. But when you have 7 straight losing seasons and you're going through head coaches like a knife through butter, and you got some of the most embarrassing losses that there possibly is, there's nothing excited about training camp. I just take it with a grain of salt. I don't watch this stuff anymore because I'm not going to look at a training camp and say, oh, man, this guy made a great pass to a so-and-so when it's not even a game. I mean, I take preseason games with more cred than I do training camp, and I really don't give a shit about preseason games. It's about when the regular season starts. The Falcons have to prove to me especially, that they deserve any kind of hype. I've been through all the hype. The Rise Up, Too Legit to Quit, Dirty Birds, Brotherhood, Vic Experience, all this shit, man. We still have no fucking ring. So until they win, you know, I don't get excited about nothing. It's a week-by-week thing, and it starts in week 1.
All right, Rudy. What's up with you, Rudy?
All right, what's going on, y'all? Salute to the panel, salute to the. All right, salute to the panel, salute to the chat. I don't know if y'all remember me from about 2 months ago, but I called in. Let me say this here. Y'all know I'm a Cowboys fan, but I just want to say this one thing. Michael Penny's taking over for the 24 and the 25, and he liked that. Let me drop out. Later, man.
All right, peace, bro.
Hey, but how do we know? How do we know that Michael Penix is going to do anything? How do we know that?
We're gonna adopt us a Cowboy fan for a Falcon fan real soon. I promise you that. I promise you that. It's gonna be the year it happen. You say how we know? What's up with you, Miss Pam?
Yeah.
This how I do my analysis on players, on teams. I go based off of the homework I've done. I go look at what they're capable of. I go look at their skill sets. I go look at their abilities, and I go look at how they put those things together. Y'all, hey,
Sorry
hey,
about the noise.
y'all, yeah, mute yourself when you ain't talking. So that's how I go off of. That's how I do my analysis on whether I think somebody's going to be good, bad, great, average, whatever the case is. That's how I determine my opinion on whether or not they're going to provide a certain level of production for the team. Because if I see that you're capable, it's just like with let me use somebody that's really, really good for an example in their prime. Aaron Rodgers in his prime was like Stephen A. say, the baddest man on the planet. He can make every throw. He can make throws that other quarterbacks can't make. He was a decisive decision maker. He had a rocket arm, and he knew how to incorporate all of these skills and attributes that he had. He knew how to incorporate them into the game plan on Sundays, and he did it consistently. So when you look at what he was capable of, when he puts it out there on the field, you expect that because he's capable of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Barry, look at it like this. When Aaron Rodgers took over for Brett Favre, nobody knew he was going to be great. People say he's great because he proved it on the field. Penix has shown 3 games. Then it takes a lot more than 3 games. And you can look at all the players the Falcons had. People said Judon was going to people said Desmond Ritter was going to do great here, which was absurd. People said Kyle Pitts was going to do great regardless of the situation. People said Dante failure. All these guys that we got, for the most part, we haven't really seen them play much. So, you can say it. I respect that. But it takes more than 3 games for me. And to use the Aaron Rodgers thing, I don't know about that. Like I said, he came out of nowhere. I only think if I can look at one player out of college that they said there was going to be a baller, I don't know. Name me one player that they said was going to be electric in the NFL. Michael Vick got the praise coming out of college. Yeah, he did. He did some things for sure, but very rarely. It's a proven thing. Every player that we got, Falcon fans think that they're going to take over. They hope they're going to take over, but you really do not know. Honestly, I really don't know. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. It could be a clusterfuck, which it always has been,
Yeah, I feel you on what you're saying, but Aaron Rodgers was a first round pick. So when when he was scouted, they saw that he was capable of doing all the things that he could do from a fundamentals aspect. From the fundamentals, who's the best fundamentally sound player at the position? That's why I say it's based off of what you went and seen him be capable of doing. Is how I
Brett Favre.
determine what I think he's going to do.
Yeah, think about Brett Favre. Brett Favre, nobody knew coming out of college that he was going to be the way he did, especially with his first 2, only doing 2 passes for the Falcons and had to trade to Green Bay and take over. To me, it takes a lot to see someone from college, be hyped up and do something in the NFL. Look, let's be real. Atlanta fans are desperate for a championship, anything positive and anything positive as opposed to what we went through with this bullshit with Arthur Smith and Dan Quinn and Crapiota and Desmond Shitter and all these bums that we keep getting that keep failing with us. We're hurting for championship, but again, no disrespect to you because you know what you're talking about. You rep the way that you want, but just me personally.
Yeah.
I believe everything when I see it on the field. I don't believe in hype anymore because it's always been an embarrassment when we feel like hype. And Atlanta fans can come on. And there are fans talking Super Bowl already. Are you serious? What the fuck have we done to even warrant even that saying?
Well, to be clear,
prove it on the field.
To be clear, I don't feed into hype either. Because what I just explained was actually analyzing what somebody's skills and attributes are and what their natural God given talents are. And saying that if that guy can put that on the field, if he can incorporate that on game day, that guy's going to be really good. That's how I determine my opinion on that. But as far as hype goes, that's why I didn't like that Mike. I didn't buy into the Mike Green draft because I knew that dude was all hype. I knew he was hyped because he ran over
But Barry,
an offensive
Barry,
tackle in a walkthrough practice, and everybody got all excited about that shit.
yeah, but Barry, how many times are we gonna keep saying if? When are we gonna have finally somebody that comes out that we expect to do well to actually do well? I mean, people could say what they want about Terrell. To me, he's underperformed. Everybody on this fucking team has underperformed for years. That is why we have 7
Hey,
straight.
let me say this right quick, bro. All I've been
Sure,
hearing you do is sound like you just talking about how you feel about the team, bro. That's all
of
I'm
course.
hearing, how you feel about the team, bro. But you whining, dog. Like, bro, it's a new season. This a new
So I'm
season,
not
bro.
being real. So I'm not being real. Is that it? I mean, it's a
Bro,
new season, but
I just feel like it's a new
7
season,
years
so
of
we
new
should leave
season.
the past in the past. I feel like it's a new
Why?
season, my brother, and we should leave the past in
Why?
the past. Because I want to see what's
But
gonna
why
happen
should
this
we leave
season.
it in the past?
You say why should we leave
I'm
it? It's
asking
the
you
past.
why should we leave it in the past? If we're
You said
habitual winners, but look, if we win every year and win Super Bowls, they don't keep that in the past. They keep talking about it. We have sucked ass since the '60s, so why can't we keep talking about it
I
until we fix it?
understand that, my brother. I understand that, my brother. But it's a new era, it's new time, it's new season. Let's see what we're gonna do this year. Let's see what this new coaching staff gonna bring in. Let's
Prove
see
it
what
on the
these new
field.
players gonna do. Let's see what that's what I'm saying. Let's leave it on the field and see what goes on the field. I'm
No,
not
I
too
said
big
let's
of a
see it
fan.
on the field.
Yeah, see it on the field. Yeah, we got to see it on the field. You know,
Raheem
I'm
Morris
mad
sucks
too.
ass. Raheem Morris is terrible.
He says it's a new
I mean,
job.
look at it like this, Lair. I want the team to win. I don't enjoy shitting on the team. I want the team to win. But what have they done? You passed on a head coach. I was involved in 7 Super Bowl titles for a guy that was already under 500 and failed with you to begin with. So you want to know why we have another losing season? Is because we're hiring losers to run the team. You get what you pay for. You hire winners, you're going to win. You hire losers, you're going to lose. So
Understand that,
you know,
but
it is
I'm
what
gonna
it
say
is.
on that tape. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you on that tape. But if you done made it in the NFL as a head coach or any type of coach that got substance behind it, you're not a loser. No matter how we
He
want to
is a
look at
loser.
it.
He's 20 games under 500. How is that not a loser? How is
I
20
agree.
games under 500 not a loser?
I agree with you saying. I agree with you saying, my brother. I agree with you saying.
I appreciate. Yeah, but you just said he's not a loser. How are you not a loser?
I said if you made it as an NFL head coach, like you got a chance to become an NFL head coach or assistant or a defensive back coach or a defensive coach or any type of coach in the league. I'm saying you're not a loser. No matter your stats or not, you're not a loser because that's hard enough just to get a job.
Okay, to come out of college, you might be a winner, but when your defense is like we have everybody on the defensive line, defensive coaching staff is a loser because they can't get players in here to play. Our owner can't get coaches to come here and get these players to play well. We have 7 straight losing seasons, no fucking rings, the biggest choke in Super Bowl history, many chokes in our history. We are a bunch of losers until they prove it otherwise. It's
Well,
how it is.
the idea for this season, Slitter, is everything you just said. They've hit points on making corrections for the failures of the past. You
They've
just
been saying
said
that for
getting
7
players.
years.
Well, hold on. So you got players getting coaches in here that players are gonna actually get up to play for. Raheem Morris he's revered around the league for being a players coach. Players love Raheem Morris. Jeff Uber is known for turning linebackers into stud players that have a long, lengthy career in the NFL. And then
I don't want to
You
be a
got
players
Ali.
coach. I want to have winning coaches. I want winning coaches. I don't want playing coaches.
He's too soft.
I mean, he's a player's
This
coach.
the thing.
What has that done?
But this the thing though. He might not have won at head coach,
Might
but
not.
he's been a part of winning organizations as a coordinator.
Not as the head coach, though. I don't care about coordinating. Not as a head coach.
It might not have been as a head coach, but
Mike Smith was on a winning team as a fucking defensive coordinator, but not here. We hadn't won a ring.
Mike Smith wasn't a bad coach. Mike Smith wasn't a bad head coach.
Win a ring. Dan Quinn didn't win a ring. It's about winning. Look, wait, do you agree with me or not on this, Blackberry?
How much time did they really have?
They should have got Belichick. You had a guy that won 7 titles as a coach.
I wanted Bill Belichick as well. I did.
Yeah, you got fucking Morris.
I did not
God damn.
understand the Raheem Morris hire. I didn't understand it either. I still question the Raheem Morris hire. But something I also do is I look at how he can be a successful coach. If these things align with one another, if him being a player's coach and players get up to play for him, and those players play consistently, and the coaches that he's hired, if they come in here and they do a great job of turning these guys into a well-functioning unit, so under his leadership and under their ability to turn players into mean grass-eating machines, if these things can align with one another, then we can have a winning ingredient here in Atlanta.
Okay, but
And
maybe
yes, it is a if. It is a if, but
maybe
it
I'm
can
not
happen.
explaining it right. Maybe not explaining it right. Okay, we have been saying this every year. We have gotten these coaches and players here. Like a comment that says, "I disagree with you. I see they hired coaches, personnel to coach and improve on the defensive line. A lot of people don't live in the past. I want to see what they do." Well, isn't that what we did last year when we got Judon and Justin Simmons? That we thought we were going to turn the corner. Look at that choke job. You see what I mean?
Well, we only got Justin Simmons because Marco Hill's got hurt.
In the world, we can say we're going to get every damn coach in the world that's good, every player to turn team around. The fact is, they haven't done it.
The only reason we got
Justin Simmons because D'Amico Halams got hurt. That was the only reason why we got him. We didn't get him because he was supposed to be part of the grand scheme.
But the NFL media and the Falcon fan base said that we got those two, our sack numbers are going to massively improve. And what? They barely improved at all. I mean, we couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed still. And these guys look.
That's why you couldn't stop a nosebleed. Who was in the middle? Mr. Grady Jarrett. Mr. Grady Jarrett was in the middle, my brother.
Well, Grady Jarrett didn't step up either. I'm glad he's gone. He didn't perform the way that he didn't step up all these years. He had 1 Super Bowl with 3 sacks. Where was he during these chokes with Dan Quinn in the fourth quarter? Where was he on the field when we were choking these games? With the Arthur Smith. Just like all these guys. I mean, it takes, granted, it's one person, but you expect your superstar player to step up. These guys don't make plays. When we got what's his name from the Ravens, Calais Campbell. Where the fuck was he at on the field during the fourth quarter? A lot of these. Come on, man.
This was making some plays.
Yeah, Calais was making plays, though, my brother.
Calais was making plays.
Well, no, he made plays. He made plays when it didn't matter anymore. The last couple games, he didn't make plays when we needed it. During the middle of that choke, all those choke and blown games.
You think one person can change the chokehold?
It takes a whole team to do that, but you should have your star players that you pick up to make plays, and they don't do it. You see what I'm saying? But look, I respect both y'all's opinions. I know I'm different than a lot of people, and I have my own opinions that will never change. But I do respect, you guys. But ultimately, even if we have difference of opinions, we want one thing. We want Atlanta to get their shit turned around and win a fucking ring, because it's embarrassing to have the 1966 and still no fucking ring when the fan base, Atlanta deserves it with a lot of the loyal fans. A lot of their fans are just delusional, man. But we just want to win, right? And I know it's frustrating and shit. I know it is.
Well, I've always said, Slither, that especially some of the generation before me, which you probably fit into. They've seen, like you said earlier, you done seen so many different ways for this team to disappoint you. So a lot of people share that same sentiment. I need to see it before I believe it. You see what I'm saying? And I have no problem with that. Because I say that's the general fan base. The general fan base feels that way. But see, because I know how to, and I know you know how to do this too. You probably just done got sick of doing it. But because I know how to do these deep dives, and I know how to really analyze these players and these coaches, analyze these schemes that they put together,
because I know how to do that, I know how to make a what is called. I know how to make a damn, what you call it?
Split
Like
decision?
a smart
I don't know what.
guess. I'm trying to. It's a smart guess. I can't get the damn word out, but I know how
An
to make.
educated guess.
Huh?
An educated guess.
Yeah, there you go. Educated. God damn, I couldn't get that out.
Well, I
But
was thinking too. So
I know how to make an educated guess on what these guys can be, what they're capable of, and if it's
yeah,
all put together, what it'll look like out there on the field. And
yeah.
if that doesn't happen, then it's because they didn't live up to that potential.
Well, they never live up to that potential
But
here.
they also had to be given the opportunities to live up to those potentials. A lot of what we've done in Atlanta is we go on a coaching carousel. As soon as something we don't like something we see in that first year or that second year, we talking about firing guys.
Yeah, but
Instead of
but they never should have got Morris to begin with. He was already here, and he fucking choked in the end. I mean, and
but
where he went, there was no
but
point in
it's
bringing
still
him.
it's still to be determined. It's still to
Well,
be determined if they shouldn't have hired him. We don't know yet.
Well, you want to know, speaking for me, I saw all I needed to see with him coming into the losing record, him being here before, and him making dumb decisions. Granted, the players didn't execute on the field, you know, in those last couple of games, blowing a 6-3 record, but he didn't make the best decisions in the world either. That's all I had to see. You know, I mean, honestly speaking, that's all I had to see.
Yeah, he made some stupid ass choices.
I ain't even see anymore, you know, but like I said, everybody's got a right to root what they want. People in the chat may not agree with me. Make sure if I can, hey, check out my channel, Slitta Sports Live and ATL. Keep supporting Blakberry. But I just want to win. You know, people say I'm all over the place or I'm just rambling. No, I'm speaking truth. And people do. And if we figured anything out by Atlanta fans and YouTubers, people don't want to hear the truth. They always want to think everything is fucking roses and here it's not. I mean, Barry, look at it like this before I head out. I'm sure everybody here is a Hawks fan, right? And I'm not going to turn into a basketball thing, but I saw people in the comment section saying
a lot of people aren't Hawks fans, actually.
They're not. Well, the ones who were Hawks were like, oh my God, the Atlanta Hawks who aren't starting anybody in the summer camp are 4-0. Boy, they're going to cook. They're going to eat for a summer camp. You know, that's how desperate and delusional these people are. Gator, but boy, I'm not always negative. I'm real. I don't get myself up to be, you know, to be blinded by what we have here. I'm not going to get excited about a team that's, you know, had 7 straight losing seasons, and I don't matter to me. You know, I mean, I want to win. Whether y'all agree with me or not, that's your own thing. I'm not telling y'all how to root. You sure as hell ain't going to tell me how to root for my team. If you want to support me, great. If you don't, don't. But I'm always going to be on here. I'm OG. You know what I'm saying? But much respect, Blakberry. I just wanted to come on since I saw you live. You know, you're always welcome over on my
man,
channel.
respect.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Wolf. Wolf is, and I shout out to Wolf too, my dude. He wants to like do a panel at some point, so hopefully this season we can make that happen. All right.
Yeah, man.
But
you
guys,
know, I'm down for whatever.
Training camp is just training camp. People, don't be blinded by t-shirts, shorts, high socks, helmets with tape on it, and all these. You know, wait until the regular season comes before you start talking stuff, because to be excited is great.
Wait till they put on the damn pads.
Yeah,
to get all damn excited about some damn passing drills and some damn coverage drills.
Exactly, because it doesn't mean it's just like whenever in the past they kept saying, "Well, we had an excellent week of practice, but it didn't show up on the field." We as Atlanta sports fans don't have the right to come on and brag about what our team's going to do, because we don't do it. This team is the fucking losing city. That's got to change. You know. But all right, thanks a lot, Blakberry and chat. You guys have a good one.
Ain't no thing, man. I appreciate you. Y'all shout out to Slitta, man. Y'all make sure y'all go over to Sports Live in the ATL. And y'all subscribe if you ain't done so already, and show the man some love, man. Another Falcon content creator right here. He's an Atlanta sports content creator. So y'all make sure y'all go check him out, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. All right, so listen, man. If we probably gonna pick the show back up later, your boy phone finna die.
I need to make it over to Stone Mountain so I can get this damn load delivered so I can go home and drink me a big ass jug of Kool-Aid and eat me a big ass fat sandwich so I can take my ass to sleep and wake up and do it all over again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing, man. Now, unless some of y'all want to tap that link or Georgia Text, boy, let me put this. Let me see if you see this. If you see this, we'll keep the live going, and I'm sure some other folks, they gonna come through. We'll keep the stream going. All right, so I put it back. I put the stream back in the chat. Tap the link. If you want to come in, talk your shit, come in and talk your shit. We got 3 Duddy in the house. He done came through. What's up with you, 3 Duddy?
Go. Hey, what's going on, my peoples? What's going on?
What's up, man?
Hey, man,
What you
I
got
can't
on it
call it.
today?
Well, I kind of came in on the back end of this thing, but I saw Slitter was up there going off about training camp, the hype. What else did I miss? Give me a quick summary.
Well, Slitter came through and he say he got to see it on the field. He got to see the hype to believe the hype before he believe the hype. What do you stand on the potential of the team and the excitement from the fan base right now as we done went through week 1 training camp?
Well, I think a lot of the hype on social media is and no disrespect for saying this, just what I think is the different platforms are doing it to up their channels, and at the same time they're fans, and they want to be positive and optimistic, but I'm an OG in the game also, and I'm not really excited about training camp as far as developing expectations at this point. Now the talent, excited about the talent, excited about the new coaching staff. I'm excited about just this upcoming season. Now I am excited and have not expectation, but optimistic motivation on the possibilities of what this team can do, what this team can achieve. And hopefully this year will be the starting year of turning this franchise around, changing the culture, changing how the media sees us, changing our reputation in the NFL. Because even if we have a great season this year, even if we go to the playoffs, if we have a deep run, that's not going to take all of the bad memories away from me to where that I'm not going to still say, okay, that was 1 year. Can we do it next year? And I heard one content creator always talking about consistency. I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look for consistency. Can we start doing well and playing well? That's the problem that bothers me. When, having losing seasons is we don't play well. We do some stuff some things that I'll be like, how can professionals make those type of mistakes? And I know they're still human, but they're also professionals. And, they're handpicked and they're professionals. And yet we manage to look incompetent at times, especially in the last 5-6 years. We're looking very incompetent. So just to sum it up, I don't have any expectations right now. And I wish some of the creators would just calm it down a little bit, because a lot of people are following them, and they're developing a false hope that will, if we don't do well, a bigger disappointment and a bigger division in fan base.
Yeah, it's important, and I'm gonna say this before we wrap this up. It's important that as content creators, if you're a content creator and you are conscious of the fact that people are gonna take what you say and think that it's true,
Right.
make sure it's true. And if it's opinion based, make sure you let the people know that it's opinion based. Because this whole narrative I keep hearing about Jeff Ulbrich being the one running the show, and all Raheem Morris is doing is chewing his gum and wearing his capris and being and, and, and smiling and laughing. That's not reality.
No, that's not how it's structured to be ran.
That's not how a team is structured. That is not reality. The reality is Raheem Morris brought in the coaching staff that's under him, which means they work under Raheem Morris, which means they move at the beat of Raheem Morris's drum. If Raheem Morris says that Jeff Ulbrich has these responsibilities and he has this freedom, if he has if he has this freedom to do the things that he's doing, which by the way is what most defensive coordinators do, they are heavily involved with the drills. They're heavily involved with practicing how to punch out damn balls to create fumbles. They are these are simple. These are common drills and practices that they're practicing and that you saw at training camp. Now, I think it was one they was doing with a tennis ball that was kind of unique. I hadn't seen before, or I hadn't heard. I've heard of something similar to it, but the way it was being described, I had not heard of that before. But for the most part, most of what you're seeing out there is basic training camp 101. And you should see it the way you saw it, because everybody should have been taking care of themselves, which means they should be in great condition because they're professional football players and they get
Right.
paid an obscene amount of money to keep their bodies in a certain type of condition to go out there and play football. So you want to, so in the first week, you shouldn't have been getting impressed with explosiveness off the damn ball, because it don't matter. Ain't no damn, it's not even full speed really. You shouldn't have been getting excited about people hitting each other and not having on pads. You shouldn't have been getting excited about these fights. That's common shit. It's supposed to happen. These are things that are you're seeing what you should be seeing.
Be
It's just
seeing,
like
right.
it's just like I tell, you know, I ain't gonna put all my business out there, but I say this about I done said this to my about my in-laws a couple times. I ain't gonna give you no pat on the back for raising your daughter right. You're supposed to do that.
Exactly.
So you're supposed to show up for training camp in good condition. You're supposed to show up and be laser focused. You should show up with the goal of being better than you were the year before. I'm not impressed by none of that. Those are things that I'm expecting you to do as a $1 million professional. You are in the 20% of this damn country. I'm expecting you to go out there and be what you're supposed to be as far as a professional goes. Now, when we put all this shit together, and I want to see your skill sets and your abilities and your attributes and your homework, when I see you incorporate those things together on game day, that's when I'll be impressed. That's when I'll say, yes, this is what you're capable of. This is what we should see out of you.
So they go for the coaches, they go for the players too. But I'm not finna sit up here and get all my goddamn pennies in a damn knot because Kyle Pitts look explosive off the damn ball. Or AJ Terrell is doing a good job at knocking the ball out the air. I'm not finna get all goddamn excited about that shit when everything is robotic and repetitious. But I'm glad they all came to work in shape. That's a plus.
That
What's
is a
up with
plus.
you, Pewter, the Red Podcast? Y'all don't know this is a Tampa Bay sucker nil fan, but he done came through and showed some love, though. What's up with
Pewter,
you?
What up?
what's
What
up,
up?
Pewter?
So I just wanted to give my 2 cents about it. Usually when
All right.
people, hopefully you guys can hear me.
We can hear you. Be good.
Usually, okay, cool. Usually when people have this conversation, right, you usually get the whole, oh, you can't tell people how to fandom, and you can't tell me how to be a fan, and which is kind of true, right? You can't tell somebody how to be a fan, but I do think there is a problem with always being optimistic. I think there's a problem with always being pessimistic as well. But I think when I first started doing YouTube, and Slitter knows, I've known Slitter for a long time. He knows when I started doing YouTube a long time ago. I was really the type of guy that was, everything was exciting, everything was hype, everything was like, rallying. I'm rallying the troops. Let's get it. It's gonna be the year. I was very optimistic all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. I never liked the people that were always pessimists. They're always like everything's bad, everything's bad. I never liked that. But there is, I think, as far as where I'm at now, it's always best to just be realistic. And the reason for that is you don't want to. It's okay to be hyped, but you got to be realistic, because when you're not realistic, and Homeboy touched on this a little bit, you have unrealistic expectations. And the problem with that is that's a dangerous game, because when you have unrealistic expectations, you can end up messing up a good thing, because you don't see it as a good thing, you see it as a bad thing. For instance, you might think, oh, we should be here, we should be playoffs, we should be whatever, and the whole time you should be thinking we're starting to build something. And at the end of the season, if you thought you should be a playoff contending, but you just showed some signs at the end, you're like, let's burn it down. But if you were from the beginning saying, now we're still young, we're just trying to build something, and then at the end you were showing some light of something, you'd be like, okay, we're headed in the right direction. And you could potentially fire something that's a good thing that's being built. I've seen it happen in
Agreed.
Miami. I've seen it almost happen with the
Yeah,
Bucks. A lot of
yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it happen time and time and time again across
right,
all sports outlets. We've seen it
right,
happen so
and
many times.
I've seen it with my own fan base, where people are like, "Oh, we just won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady 2 years ago, so Todd Bowles should have no problem." And it's like, no, this is not the same team as Tom Brady. He has to redo. We literally had to redo the whole team. And a lot of Buck fans didn't understand that. They didn't understand that we didn't have money because we wasted all our money trying to run it back with the Super Bowl. They didn't understand that we had to rebuild the O-line. We had to rebuild the D-line, which we're still trying to do right now. We had to rebuild those secondary. And a lot of Buck fans were like, yeah, we won the division, but we barely won the division every year. And I'm sitting there like, if you guys really understood where we was as a franchise, like where we weren't ready to win like we were winning with Tom Brady. We're not ready for that. And the obstacles that Todd Bowles really had to go through, when you talk about Tom Brady on his last leg, basically, he couldn't even throw the ball like that anymore. When you talk about after that, starting fresh with Baker Mayfield and a new offensive coordinator who was, Dave Canellis, never called a play before. He had to deal with that problem. Starting after that with another offensive coordinator and injuries. Like, there were so many things that Todd Bowles overcome, but Buck fans didn't see that. And if it was up to like 80% of Buck fans, Todd Bowles would be out of here already, because we didn't look as dominant as we did with Tom Brady. And it's like you you just had unrealistic expectations and want to get rid of Todd Bowles, who in my opinion, I think is a really good head coach because of what he's had to deal with. So I think there's a lot of danger when you again, you want to be optimistic and you want to say, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But the danger of that is you start believing in all the hype. And then when the hype doesn't happen, you missing the real stuff that you should be seeing, the growth of what you should be seeing, not the growth of what you were hyping up and was hoping could be there. And now that maximum growth that was the max potential didn't happen. So now you feel like you're not growing at all. When if you were realistic about the growth and expectation of how much you should be growing, you might have seen that little bit of growth and be like, yeah, it's what we thought, and we are headed in the right direction. But because you were looking for the maximum growth, you don't see that you're heading in the right direction. It feels more like you're headed in the wrong direction. So that's the dangers of being so and again, there's nothing wrong with being optimistic, but when you hype so much, like right now, the Panther fan base, they are so delusional with the hype right now with Bryce and all this stuff that if Bryce takes the right steps that he's supposed to take, they're not even going to see it. They're going to just be like, oh, he didn't do, he's supposed to be MVP and we're supposed to be this in the division. And it's like, bro, you're not nowhere near there. So there is a danger. My whole thing is there is a danger of being too optimistic and believing in the hype. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Blakberry.
Go ahead. We're gonna close it out for the phone there. Go ahead.
Hey, Pewter.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Wolf. He's been talking about this, but just right quick, from a standpoint of being a Tampa Bay fan, and we're on this hype thing. How important is that first game in Atlanta for both teams?
It's not important at all for neither team.
Why not?
In reality, it's not important at all because it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. Every team wants to go to the Super Bowl. Every team, what I've learned with Tom Brady and Todd Bowles and Bruce Arians is every year, even if you have the exact same team, every year your team has to get back into the groove. Your team has to find its rhythm. Your team has to find its identity. Again, even if it's the exact same team, it's not the exact same schedule. It's not the exact same team you're going up against. It's not the exact same matchups. It's not the exact same weakness and strengths. Everything is different. So every year, week one does not matter. Yes, everybody's back to zero. Everybody is trying to find their rhythm and trying to find what they're good at, what they do best, whether it's the play caller, whether it's the chemistry on the roster, whether it's the chemistry with the roster and the coaches. None of that matters, bro. It's all about growth the whole year. It's all about the growth of your team. So it doesn't matter how you start. Go ahead.
I gotta agree with Puto on that. I will never say that week one is an important game. I will never say that.
We've won 2 Super Bowls. Every year, both times we lost week one, and both times we got swept by the Saints. It doesn't matter, bro.
And we swept them last year, and they still won the division. So
yeah, it's all about the growth of your team.
It is about how you finish, and it is about how you progress, and it is about how you finish. And it's also like how Georgia Texas boy said, is before you can see it on the field, you got to see it happening off the field too. You got to see it happening before game day, and you can't expect for a competing franchise to go out there and play on Sundays, but during the week you got players can't get along with coaches, you got players quitting, you got can't nobody catch shit in practice, but all of a sudden they catching shit in games. Can't nobody block worth a damn in practice, all of a sudden they blocking in games. It don't work like that. All of these things have to be put together before game day. And it has to be put on the field on game day after the fact. So that's what we mean by when we look at what we've analyzed based on what they are capable of doing and saying if they do these things and these things align with one another, this can be what this is on the field. It's the same way when you see a collective of something that doesn't look well.
And you can say if all of these things align, the best these guys will be is 4-13. That's the best they'll be. So it's just about them putting it together, putting it out there on the field. If you're somebody that need to see it to believe it, like Slitter, like I said, that's the general fan base, in my opinion. That's who we interact with as Falcon fans in the content creating world on YouTube, on X, on all these places. It's a minute number compared to the actual fan base. So the general fan base, most of, especially the ones that's older than us. I'm 38 this year. So the ones that are older than me, they like, listen, I know y'all like what y'all see, but we ain't saw it on game day yet. I feel them on that. But I also I'm like in between. I'm in that space in between where it's y'all see the black and white, but I'm in the gray area. I'm looking at the variables and the details and saying this is what it could be. And I do think our ceiling is the sky's the limit with this team based off of what I see on paper. So if we put it together and it look good, hey, we some happy Falcon fans in February. That's all I'm saying. But with that being said, man, Pewter, appreciate you coming through. I got 3% on my phone. I'm on the block. Appreciate you, 3 Duddy, for coming through. Thank you, Larry, for coming through, and Slitter for coming through. And anybody else that I might have missed, appreciate the chat. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all do what it do. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Pewter. He's a Tampa Bay fan, but go subscribe to his channel so we can keep tabs on how sorry his damn team gonna be this year and for years to come. The same thing with any Carolina Pamper fan and any New Orleans Skank fan. Y'all make sure y'all make it do what it do. Hit the sub and the like button. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all make it do what it do. Catch me on the flip side. Home team. I'll holler at you, Duddy. Peace.
10-4. Peace.
Home team. What's happening, home team? This your boy Blakberry Rex coming to let you know about the summer giveaway that we're having with the home team with Blakberry. That's Blakberry, no C, just the K. If you want to be a part of this giveaway, have a chance to win some free stuff, you got to go to Instagram and subscribe to Blakberry Rex on Instagram and enter the raffle for your chance to win.